till the next caller arrives.
Hey, welcome to Electroman's arches. Electroman wants to do an arch like this. Got this? Piece of cake, right? How do you do an arch like that? Arches are so funny. There's so many different ways of doing it. I think what he's talking about doing is doing it SketchUp and all that other kind of crap. But quite frankly, I think what happens is you get a vertical line right here if you look at it in a vector view or something. And so I don't like to do it that way. I don't like to make it out of piece solids. I know some people can do, and it works for renders and what have you. But for the most part, I don't do it that way. What do I do? Let's house I'm working on right now, as a matter of fact. And so I'm going to put an arch in this wall right here. DY, stick a door right there. Piece of cake, right? Oop, there it is, right there. And make it 48 inches wide. UU 48 inches wide. 48. Okay. Copy it. 08. Copy it over to here. Make it 24 inches wide. UU 24 inches wide. I'm doing this the hard way just because I want to. Right there. Now, if I look at it in plan view, this is what I have in plan view. Oops, sorry. This is what I have in. Oops, sorry. This is what I have in plan view. Right. So I take these two things right here. I get rid of the casing. UU. Get rid of the casing. Casing. Get rid of it. No casing. Okay. Now what do I have? I got a big opening, don't I? Now I take this door on the right, 08 to copy it, and 05 to flip it, put it right there. And now that's what I have. So I got a super big opening that's made up of 3 doors. Now what do? I take this right here, UU, and I make it make it 108 inches high. I'm going to give it an arch, 80, 108, 80, 28 inches. I'm going to give it an arch, broken arch, 81, 128, I think. 28. Watch this. Boop. There it is. There, the arch he blows. Let's change it. Let's make it more what he had. Remember what he had? U8. I'm going to get rid of 12 inches. I'm going to take 96. I'm going to get rid of 12 inches on the arch, I think. 12 inches on the arch, so now it's 12. Boom. Now, what don't we like about that? I think I gave him his arch, right? Hang on. What? 80 inches UU. This is 80 16. So the broken arch should be 16 inches tall. My bad. 16. So now I think it's as good as can be. HV to vector view it. This is what he wants. That's what he wants. And he wants to put a couple of columns in there. Okay. Just go to your where the columns are, millwork, architectural millwork right there, and pick up a column. Oh, pick up a column right. Pick up that column right there. Stick it right there, and make it UU 80 inches tall. Make it 80 inches tall, and make it how about 6 and 6. Okay, so stick a column in there. What's the big poop? There it is, right there. About as ugly as it can be, isn't it? Could be better. But anyway, so that's the way I would do it. I wouldn't make it out of polyline solids. Now, what's the problem with this? What is the problem with what I just did here? It's always the framing. The framing kind of gets in the way and stuff sometimes. So what do you do? I just turn the framing off. You see that header right there? That header's poking through? That's the problem. So just turn the framing off. Take this column 08, move it over to there. Now he has it. I mean, that's what he wanted, isn't it? Remember what he wanted? Where was it? Somewhere around here. Oh, hold on. Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah, that's what he wanted, and I just gave it to him. Same thing, right? Make it on a piece solid, you're going to get a vertical line right here in vector view. So I wouldn't do it that way. On this job right here, I've got another arch over here. Here's an interesting arch right here. Check this one out. Now this is, I got a little sloppy here. I mean, we're just remodeling a kitchen, but I got a little, yeah. Wow. Don't like that, do I? You know what's interesting about this? Look at the way I built this. Look on the right. I built a real thick wall, and then I have two thin walls over here. And I get a double line right there. Should I have that there? How do I get rid of it? I suppose what I should have done is pull this over to here. See, I got rid of that double line right there. I should pull this over to here, and I should get rid of that double line over here. I mean, what is it? Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? See, arches are kind of funny. I swear they are. I really don't have a good handle on arches. I mean, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. Okay, so anyway, bottom line is this is the way I built this arch. I built a super thick wall. So make it an broken arch, and make 12 inches high. So there. Oh, that's not bad. There you go. See that? Huh? 7-7. I know I got the framing. Yeah, see, that's not bad. And that's with a super thick wall. Now, I think if you look at some of these other arches that I did, let's look at this one right in here. Oops, sorry. This one right here. And I swear I got a little sloppy. But here, here it is on the right. I built it out of two walls. One wall, two walls. And then I put an opening right here, 1, 2. And and I didn't turn them into arches yet, but let's turn them into an arch, a broken arch, and make it 12 inches. There. See what I got? See what I got on the left? See that? 7-7. Flip it around, and now you got your arch. God, I hate vector views. There it is. So H render, get the render view. Not bad, huh? So I just showed you two ways of doing it. Making a double wall, making a real thick wall. Now with a double wall, of course, what happens with the problem with the double wall, of course, is, watch this. HJ and super here. Now if I look at this arch, I can see the drywall on the underside, can't I? See that? Drywall on the underside. Not bad. Not bad. And of course, you got this framing sticking out here. I get that. I suppose several ways of handling it is just don't put a header on, over this opening if you don't want it, or turn off the framing. You won't get this thing. I get it. It's not good. But back to this arch here. Thick wall. I get the drywall already, don't I? W. Suppose see this double arch, this double wall arch right here. What happens with this thing? Let's take a look at that real quick. And now this is something new. See, I don't have that in place yet, do I? I don't have a barrel arch. Well, someone, I forget who it was probably somebody important, says, hey, why don't you, this is kind of cool, HB, why don't you make it a polyline, a 3D molding? Now this is what he would say. W, pull a line across like that, and I don't know how hard this is. I've never done this. I'm gonna arch this thing like this. Now he's gonna say turn it into a molding, okay? So I'm gonna turn this into a molding, a 3D molding. Yep, 3D molding right there. And I'm gonna select a molding, okay, and I'm gonna make it. God, I wish I knew how to do this. Width. What do you think it is? I think that's 18. Material drywall. DRY drywall 1. Boop. I think I did it wrong. Hey, check that out. Look what I just did, man. Isn't that weird? Obviously, I did it wrong. UU molding. How about 1 inch and 18 inches deep? I'm not sure how deep my arch is. There. That's what he's talking about. You got what I'm saying? F6. Now, I've never done this one before. And now, this is what's so tricky about these darn things. See? Okay, 09. Oh, sorry. This is it. And this is what I don't like about 3D moldings, because you can't really tell where the other extent is. Well, let's just talk about this. How thick is my arch? MT for the tape. 18.5 inches, okay? So I select this, UU, molding, oh, 18.5, close enough, wasn't it? Now I can do a point to point. Watch this, 09, point to, wait, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I hate moldings, man. I don't know how people work with moldings. How do you move this thing? Yeah, I don't know how to move it. Don't know how to move it. I don't know how to move it. Oh, it can't be that hard, can it? Obviously, I answered your question. You got it already, right? So you don't have to worry about this. I'm just putzing around here. Putzing around. Okay, there it is, right there. Now, how do I move this thing? Can I move this thing? How far do I move it? Do I move it with the transform replicate tool? If I want to move it, I want to move it over 8.5 inches. Move it over, move up the 8.5. 8.5. There it is. Not bad. I mean, not good, not bad. Drop it down a half inch. You know, minus 0.5. Do you think that's going to do it? Yep. It's not bad. So now I made it out of a double wall, but I put by using a molding line, 3D molding. I got the barrel arch itself. When someone suggested this, I don't know. I don't know how you fucking mess around with this thing. What's it look like in vector view? HV. See what happens? You can see the thickness of the drywall. So what's my option? One, tab, UU, make the what am I looking at? What is that? Delete. Wrong line. Here it is, right here. Tab. There it is, right there. UU. Now make the molding only, instead of 1 inch thick, how about 1/16? Now watch what happens. See, it almost goes away. And if you take a vector view, straight on vector view shot, well, here it is over here. I bet it's almost disappeared. HV. You can see it there. I get that. Oh, what is that? It's the molding. So can I putz around with this just a little bit? Yeah, I just moved it just a little bit. Okay. I don't know. Not my favorite method, of course. So anyway, I talked about two different ways of making these arches: a thickened wall or a double wall with the 3D molding polyline right there. Remember that to get that barrel arch. Now here's a real interesting one, and I didn't even mess around with this. Take a look at this arch here. Can you imagine how this arch works? You understand that if from here to here it's an arch. If you understand what I'm saying, it's a bigger arch. It's a bigger arch than from here to here. And so it gets really tricky on how to make this thing because, and HG, I don't think you're going to be able to see what in fact, I didn't make it right. I faked it. That's what I did. Let's take a look at what I did. LA, adjust the sunlight, adjust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Look on the. Oh, it's not very good, is it? Oh, shit. I don't like my. You know, maybe I should change my sun angle. F6. Where's my sun angle? Bump sun. Turn it on. Maybe I just turn it. Oh, that's not bad. What's the problem, brother? Try that one. Try it right there. I'm trying to show you something here on this. LA, sunlight, adjust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is it changing? Yep, it is. Not very well though. Oh, hang on. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There. Now you look on the left. You see what's going on the left? I'm telling you, it's not very good. I didn't do a good job on this at all. I didn't. So I need to get some light so you can see what's happening. But if you think about it, and I'm telling you, I didn't have it solved. I don't have it solved. I didn't futz around with it. But see how this thing is angled in like this? That's how this. In fact, this is the one time I built it out of a polyline solid because this had the. You can see what it is. It's got this 45-degree angle right here. And I'd want that 45-degree angle up here on the arch. So how do I do it on the arch? I could turn it into a Boolean solid or whatever. It's just too much work. So I sort of faked it. I don't like to do it this way. I'm not sure how I would do this. I suppose I could, if I wanted to, I could take this and make it a bigger arch, right? And then on the inside, I think I could make a 3D molding polyline that would reflect. Well, think about it. You can't figure it out. I ain't gonna figure it out for you. Yeah, and I didn't do a very good. I mean, I really did a terrible job on this. Let me see if I can fix it a little bit. Oh, here it is. Tab. Oh, there it is, right there. That's my arch. I had to futz it over just a bit. Let me see if I can fix this over here. Hold down a control key, and now you can see I'm just going to. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can. This is tedious crap. I hate this stuff. Right there. Now let's see if it looks any better. Yeah, it looks pretty good in 3D. See that arch? And that's simply a polyline solid turned into vector view HV. Yeah, you can see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, you get. Hey, figure it out. So anyway, thanks for the question. Lots of ways of doing arches, or several ways. That's the end. That's it.